Please, can you be quiet? Thank you.
Martin Kabrhel just got shut down at the WSOP. What happened? Big buy-in, $250,000. We're in the money bubble. Martin Kabrhel opens 10-8 suited. Daniel Negreanu with a very standard call on the button, and also David Peters here, ace-jack off. Everything super standard, but it gets crazy. On the flop, jack 8-8. Martin decides to bet. I slightly prefer checking because his 8 is not strong enough to play for stacks, especially in the money bubble, but it's fine. Now, Daniel calls and David Peters decides to raise. I kind of like it. He protects his hand. He gets an ace-jack to fold, and Kabrhel decides to re-raise, and I really don't understand this. I think ace-jack with the ace in spades is the only hand that David Peters continues to call, and this will backfire on Kabrhel on the river. David Peters is gonna have a lot of 8x, better 8x hands, and also obviously some nut flush draws. So overall, Kabrhel is not doing well against this range, and especially with the ICM, that's a very bad re-raise. We're not playing a $10 buy-in where someone would stack off a jack on the flop when we're at the money bubble here. David Peters decides to call, which is kind of whatever. I think fold is fine, call is okay. But if you call and you hit the spade, you sometimes have to send it all. On the turn, nothing really spectacular happening apart from Martin Kabrhel falling in love with David Peters' cards. Maybe he has been working out recently, who knows? And the river gets very interesting. David Peters checks, and what is Martin Kabrhel contemplating here? Easy check, right? But he decides to bet. Is this supposed to be a bluff bet, trying to get off better 8x? I mean, David Peters is never going to check call a jack. Remember, bets multi-way, raises, re-raises, call. So we're just happy to take a showdown and hopefully win the pot against the jack. But Martin Kabrhel decides to bet, I don't know against what. Think a king 8, ace 8, probably still calling. And now David Peters decides to send it all, turn his hand into a bluff, which I think is a fantastic play. Well done. On the money bubble for $250,000 buy-in, you have to have those boards. Gotta show him respect. He follows up, and he also gets the fold, and that has certainly shut down Martin Kabrhel. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget, if you want to crush your opponents, my Exploitative Masterclass recently added was $600 to the Champions tier, and you get a $300 discount during the WSOP, so don't miss out.